Penalty shootout, first round of the National League playoffs. 120 minutes played, no goals to separate the two sides. A penalty shootout to decide if we advance or if our season is over. This is Kings Lynn Town, and somehow I'm in charge of them. But to understand how we got here, the chaos, the miracles, the tactical disasters, we need to go back to the day that no one would hire me. I started unemployed. Just me, a dream, and the obscurest of CVs and experience. Nobody called. I applied for jobs everywhere. England, Scotland, even Latvia. Nothing. Until finally, one brave chairman took a chance. Kings Lynn Town, National League North. Small ground, smaller wage budget, and big expectations. Somehow. The board wanted us to challenge for the playoffs. I wanted to survive, and just maybe, prove I wasn't completely useless. For Kings Lynn Town, it was a short pre-season. We had 2 matches together, and during those 180 minutes, it was all about finding a tactic that didn't immediately implode. I tried to make sure that we were solid at the back, if nothing else, and settled on a classic 4-4-2. Early on, there was no staff and no budget, so finding players to fit our style was impossible. I had to work with what I was given. August started okay, but by September, the cracks were showing. We made some changes and had a solid October, but by November, everything started to fall apart. Losing as many matches as we had won, including being knocked out of the FA Trophy, a very winnable competition at the very first hurdle. At that point, I had 2 options: resign or reinvent. So we started again. A new 3-4-3 shape and individual instructions both in and out of possession give us that much sought out stability, as well as a consistent goal threat. And it worked. The team started to believe. We were tough to break down. Goals appeared from nowhere. Suddenly, the fans were chanting, the board were quiet, and I was pretending this was all part of the plan. By March, we had gone from mid-table obscurity to playoff contenders, and potentially in a title challenge. On the last day of the season, we were still in with a shout of the title, provided other results went in our favour. I watched on, wondering whether our turnaround in fortunes came a bit too late in the season. In the end, it just wasn't raining the stars for us. However, we had done enough to reach the playoffs. 120 minutes played. No goals to separate the two sides. A penalty shootout to decide if we advance or if our season is over. And that was it. We were out of the playoffs and destined for another season at this level. Now, there's 2 options. Rebuild and go again, or walk away from it all. Subscribe to follow the journey. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it if you made it to this part of the video. If you have, just give it a thumbs up. It's quick and really helps the channel. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button as well, and I'll catch you in the next one.